And welcome back. Today, Friday, the 3rd of October, here in Italy is the general strike mandated by the Italian trade unions in favour of the floatilla, the disaster which they've done. They are still there in Israel, in prison, all 500 of them. And in the video which I released yesterday regarding the so-called alleged collections with Hamas, which there is even an article of the Israel Times, which clearly says these are so-called connections. That's what they claim. That's a newspaper, and you lot always believe in mainstream bullshit. I'm asking yourself, you're going on strike to support a bunch of losers for starters. Two, probably connections with Hamas, therefore you're supporting terrorism. Like all lefties and liberals, cocksuckers, praying and getting up in the rear end arseholes do. And in Western Europe, there are certain sympathies for this. Even Greta Thunberg has got a certain sympathy with these characters. Or isn't it clear the killings of the synagogue in Manchester? I think there were a few dead, and the coppers took this bloke down, and he happens to be a British citizen on paper, and he's originally Syrian. When people are going to start opening their eyes and supporting the so-called organisations, pro-Palestinians, are they really defending the interests of the Palestinian people? Or are they just there to do terrorist acts on European soil or in Western countries? Or brainwashing us and changing our society and converting us into Islam? You got to take that into account as well. The danger is there and people do not see it. It's time people wake up and do not follow the forces. Oh, we must do this, we must support this and that. Before you start supporting something, best you do some background checking homework into these social phenomena as I define as. I think we got a lot more better things to think about. Economical, social collapse. Probably here we might have a war on our doorstep in Europe. Third World War. And these people going on strike for a bunch of failures who just done it as a publicity stunt. They really, how you can have a fleet of 50 boats, yachts, measure from minimum 7 meters to 12 meters or whatever, and carrying aid to the Palestinian people. We know there's the genocide in there. And the fact is, Western governments are complicit in this thing in some way or the other because they got economical interests in that area, like Trump does, and every other Western government you can think of. You can participate in discovering and you are supporting Islamic terrorism and Islamic fundamentalism in Europe.